only about an hour out. They start loading at 7:30.
Yep, it is on the right, but as you can see, there's no right turn to get in there. Just pull straight over here.
Morning. How's it going? How you doing this morning? It is the next day from the last video. And today's day is actually Tuesday morning. It's about, what time? 6:44 a.m. We got up just a few minutes ago. Actually woke up a little way earlier, like at 3:30 in the morning. Kind of went back to sleep, forced myself back to sleep, but we got up, we're gonna get ready, get loaded. We kind of did our pre-trip, kind of walked around already. Took Mr. Eli out, let him do his thing. Just gotta get some coffee and get some fuel. And myself, the truck has fuel. The truck doesn't need fuel this morning. We filled up for to deliver the last load and deadhead here and deliver this load. So we got plenty of fuel. We kind of filled the tanks up with the cheaper juice down in Tennessee before we took off, and now we're gonna go pick up this load down here in Ambridge. We're only about an hour out. They start loading at 7:30, so 6:45 we'll get there on 8, and it's supposed to be some steel beams, no tarp, strap, maybe chains. It depends. We're gonna kind of see what kind of beams they are and how we're gonna secure them. So we'll get the morning started. It's a nice sunrise. This looks like a little bit of clouds up here, but we're gonna head down and get going. So I'm gonna go get some coffee real quick so we can start our day. Let's start our day. You coming along? Well, we had to take a little detour this morning because they had a road closure on 51 South of a 376, so you had to go 7 more miles to 68 eastbound, which is what we're on right now. Want to cut through here to 51, Pennsylvania 51, and go south. We're just about 12 miles from our pickup spot. Guys, like I was saying before, this is one of the reasons you always want to double check directions and where you're going. GPS here in about a mile is going to tell me to make a right turn into quote unquote my destination, but it's actually across the river to our right. We have to turn left, go loop around over a bridge to get to where we have to pick up. So Trucker Path has a pretty decent GPS.
In 3/4 of a mile, head to 90 Century Drive, Ambridge, Pennsylvania, 15003, on the right.
Saying it's on the right, but I have to go across the bridge to actually get to where I need to be as a truck driver. So, because the river's right there. So always double checking satellite view and double checking your routes. I use Trucker Path a lot. A lot of these locations, I've said it before, are already in Trucker Path. But you can also use Google, for your final, mile kind of checkup. So we're gonna turn left in just a little less than a mile. I think it's the next light, not this one. After the next light.
Head to 90 Century Drive, Ambridge, Pennsylvania, 15003, on the right.
Yep, it is on the right, but as you can see, there's no right turn to get in there.
After half a mile, turn left.
Now you're here in the Trucker Path GPS. But we got to go over this bridge right after this light. We're going to make a left turn, and well, we have pickups right here across the streets on the right. So we can't see it. But we're going to go past this light and whoop, slow it down. Past this light, but that bridge overpass that you see right in front of us, that's where we're gonna go over, then make a right turn, and we're gonna be in their yard. Always double check directions and places, especially in the Northeast. 4 years, I've got into a couple of places where even Trucker Path has the wrong spot or whatever, but it's just around the corner. Just knowing exactly where you're going as best as you can, and if you can't figure it out, then
Now turn left.
call the customer, receiver, or shipper, whichever one it is. It's actually the first time I come from. Oh yes, I picked up in this location before. I remember now. Gotta go check in at a window and then see which building they want me to be at to actually get loaded. So excuse me. I think I've delivered and picked up at this place. Let's see if we can get a break here after this red car, after this truck. Probably could have gone, but you know, it takes us quite a few times to get over. Got a bigger gap here. Do it safely.
After a quarter of a mile, turn right.
Let's go around here. Over the bridge. There's the trees.
After 1,000 feet, turn right onto Industry Drive.
And this is where we're picking up. Where we're getting loaded on the left, on the right, we're not sure, but
Turn right on Industry Drive, then take the first left.
we check in over here on the right, and actually I just saw another TSH driver by their checking spot. So gonna make a right here.
Now turn right.
Yep. Pittsburgh Intermodal Terminals to the right. All trucks, no left turn.
Turn left, then take the first left.
800 feet, turn left onto Century Drive.
Alright. Crappy yard.
Turn right on Industry Drive, then take the first left.
I think it's gonna be Metal USA, but I'm not sure.
Turn right on Century Drive.
Alright, GPS driving me crazy. We're gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here real quick. I'm gonna switch the yard move because I want to save my time. Come on. We're not going to Metal USA. According to a confirmation, it's
Now
Pittsburgh.
turn left.
All right, turn off. Quick navigation. Pittsburgh Intermodal. Oh, I thought it was TSH. That's not TSH. Backing up. G.I. Joe Cobra. I may use watch G.I. Joe. Let's see. It's Metal USA, which we picked up or dropped off before. That's why I know I've been here. I think we check in this building right here. white building. So we're probably getting loaded right across. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna figure it out, guys, and I'll be back in a sec. Go figure that out. So I was making sure we were on the right place. Your 2-view camera here around anything. What we're getting is those beams on the right side. Let's pull straight over here. I gotta set up my gun so it's fully space to walk around. That should come. Again, 35 pieces. Be right back.
The end of the street, turn left.
All right, guys, we're on our way. Took me a little longer to mess with the fifth wheel to get it where I'm comfortable with, because it's sitting right at the 60 pounds per pressure scale on the drives on the truck. I had asked him to put it back a little bit more, but he was a little off. I thought it would be okay, but it's darn freaking close. So I played with it for a few minutes back and forth. I actually went under a little bit more to balance it out. Seems like that's what I had to do, but it's still pretty close.
Turn left at the traffic light.
First scale we can, but I think we're gonna pass the weigh station before we even get there. So fingers crossed here. Fingers crossed. Plus, also there wasn't a lot of I was in the best even ground that I could find in that section, because it was kind of lopsided one way or the other. So, but when I took off there, got into what it looked like to be better ground, better even ground. It looked to be right under the 60, which is where I like it to be. That usually 60 is like real close to 34,000 pounds on the drives, which is the max we can have. So.
Continue on Ohio River Boulevard.
This load is 46,000 pounds, like 45,900 pounds. So I'll say 46. Yeah, we're fine. There's a little bit more even ground. I think it's climbing up just a tad. I think we're fine. I'm just keeping an eye on the gauge. And it looks good. So, did we even it out the way we needed to? I actually had to get under it just a little bit more to even out the weight, I guess, rather than if I was too far back in, the weight kind of tips down on the front of the flatbed. We kind of figure that out. So if you can imagine the flatbed, if I go forward, if I slide the fill width forward, move the truck forward, which means getting further away from the bed, the front tips down, so it puts more pressure on the drives. So you have to find that balancing point depending on the type of load you have. So I think we're right at 33, 34. So again, just kind of keeping an eye on where it bounces with the road. It's going to bounce. The gauge kind of bounces. But I think that we're right there where we need to be. So fingers crossed. First scale we can, if we get pulled in the scale, we'll know for sure. But I think we are good to go. All right, so none of the two scales pulled those in. They were actually closed. We got to a pilot down here on 68 at 79 actually south, about an hour or so past, and I'm not sure y'all see it on the phone, but we did scale. We're all good. Been taking my 30-minute break and deciding where I'm gonna stop tonight, but we're just trying to put a screenshot. Don't know if you guys will be able to see it with the sun, honestly, but don't think so. I'll put a screenshot right there. 11.5 on the steer is 32,980 on the drive, which is why I was worried. So right at 60 on the mark, so that reconfirms my thought that 60 is around 33,000. So a little over 60, 65, in between 65, and that's kind of like the limit. On the axle, we got 35,080, which you would think, oh, you're overweight. No, it's split axle, flatbed split axle. We can actually have 40,000, 20,000 on each between. So we are technically okay. I could actually put a little more weight on the drives, take a little bit off from there, balance it if I want to, but no need. Total gross weight of 79,560 with a little over half tanks. That's where we at right now. So we're doing good. So we're gonna keep rolling. Got to call the receiver, and we're probably gonna roll till around 7 o'clock tonight and just past Knoxville. I'm deciding if I want to stop at Knoxville, not necessarily go home or sleep at home. Maybe have dinner with Ashley. She has time, but stay in the truck because it's a little bit pain in the butt to get up early, and then I have to. She's having 2 dogs to pick up today, so she's gonna be stressful with that. So I don't want to add Eli also to the house or anything like that. So if she's available, I might stop at the house, down to Watt in Knoxville, and had dinner for her. It'll put me around 2.5 hours, actually a little under that, but about 2.5 hours from our delivery, which means I'll take over around 5, or I may just get on 75 past Knoxville and just keep going and stay a little closer. Already got a reload. It's gonna go in back to Maryland, Baltimore, to deliver Friday morning, and then we're probably gonna deadhead to the house because we're gonna be home this weekend. But I took that load because it pays well, and we're gonna deadhead back, which means putting around $250, $260 of fuel in the truck and leaving it for deductions. Unless I find something I can take back towards Tennessee to deliver Monday, that I could be home Saturday morning, be home. Not sure why that stopped, but we'll start again. But again, I was saying, unless I find something that I can take towards the house, 30-minute break finished. Unless I find something I can take towards the house to deliver Monday, close by, that I could deliver Monday, still be home the weekend, stay, go deliver Monday and drive right back to the house. Then I will pick up something. Otherwise, the plan right now in my head is deliver that load Friday and boogie home. It will be, Knoxville will be about 9.5 hours to the house. So that means Wednesday night I need to be within an hour from delivery location, which Baltimore, there's a few spots, but I'll figure it out.